Recently, not too long ago, your principal mentioned the fact that there are some gray areas in the ADC. I don't know whether you have an insight into what the gray areas are, and does that in any way insinuate or suggest that he may not be running under the platform of the ADC?
No. Just like I said, politics is dynamics. As we move along, there are areas, of course, that are gray for the interests of the people. One, the important thing is that it is very clear to be able to unseat this government, not because to unseat them for unseating sake, no, to unseat them for progressive tendency, meaning that turned the lives of Nigerians from poverty to at least prosperity, making sure that it's opportunity for the younger generation to find work without knowing who or somebody in the position. It will be done purely on merit and capacity of anybody who wants to work. Three, to ensure that there's a unity in the country. I believe that he is going to serve as a unifier, considering the situation that we find ourselves after the Civil War. So this particular gray area must be done in such a way that everybody comes together. What I mean by everybody coming together is that those who are aggrieved, those who want to turn around the fortune of this country, those who want to make Nigeria better, those who understand that they have made a lot of mistakes in the past and they are trying to correct it, coming together as a unified team to say, okay, let's support this particular person who we believe come from a probably much disenfranchised part of this country. And we are trying to unite this country so that everybody will have a sense of belonging. And that, of course, is the gray area. Coming together first, unifying, and getting the people to be more productive.
But don't you think that you need to get the power first before you are able to actualize some of these dreams?
It's like cultivating a land. You must go and weed the land. Weed the land from all of the particular decay in the system, fertilizers and watering and all of that on the soil. These are the building blocks that leads you to winning a power. If, for example, you are seeking for power and you are not able to get the people to work together with you, then probably you are planning to fail. But the most important thing is that if you get the people around and look, we have a focus and we're determined to do A, B, C together, then it is easy for you to get the power. Most of the problem that this particular government has is that they were struggling and they were interested in getting power, but they didn't know exactly what to do with the power. Because what they ended up doing is continuing to tell lies to the people because they did not plan to be successful. So in this case, when you have an agenda of what you want to do and achieve for the people, it's easier than you are focused for that particular direction. And that is exactly what Mr. Peter Obi is doing at the moment.
Looking at what has transpired, he's always been said or has always been saying that he's not desperate for power. And yet some persons are wondering if you are not desperate. Power is not served a la carte. How does he intend to get the power?
When you are desperate to see your country works, I'm sure many of us Nigerians have traveled out of the country. Just take a look at the simple thing that happens when you travel out of the country. The moment you arrive any country, you will see the discipline in Nigerians. They queue, they follow the rules and regulations of every of these states, and then they do what is expected of them to do within that particular rules and regulation of that state. Shock you. The moment they come back to Nigeria, they run helter-skelter. Everything that is regular in Nigeria that is rules and law is broken. So you will be desperate to see that works for your country. You want to emulate what happens in other many countries so that back at home you'll be comfortable with it. In that case, you'll be seeking for power. And you'll be seeking for power to make that particular change. It's only when you are in it that you can do those particular change. And so therefore, we're not expecting power to be served a la carte. If we are, we wouldn't be making all of this move, mobilizing, getting the Obidient movement on the right track, getting the people to believe in him, getting Nigerians to work together as a team. All of these are geared towards ensuring that we have a viral and elegant society that all of us will be proud of. So in that case, it's a combination of the two, making sure that your country works and then getting power to ensure that is probably exemplified and executed.
Now you talked about the Obidient movement. Critics are saying that the Obidient movement, the fire has burnt out. Why some say that, well, it was just a 2023 fluke. Addressing the youth now, let's assume for the sake of argument, you're addressing the youth now. What will you be telling them? Many of them may have gotten disappointed. Many of them may have felt left behind. Are you regrouping or you are doing what?
We are regrouping in a very large extent. When you say regrouping, at a point in time as you're moving along for politics, it's very difficult for people to stay together and consistent for complete 4 years. 4 years where nobody is financing you, everybody is trying to get at you, everybody is trying to look for every loophole to me. It's just like if you watch the Spartan. It's a film. The Spartan would believe in their cause, and that their cause is to protect their entity and the sovereignty of the Spartans. And they went out to fight for it. In every point in time, they got betrayals right between you, just like Jesus Christ or Muhammad. People would definitely betray you. But when you remain together and put the force field around you, you would get by, and history will remain. So for me, for the Nigerian youth, we are regrouping, and we now know those who can stand the test of time, who can face the reality, and those are the ones that are still standing. And I can tell you, where we were before in 2023 is not where we are today. You could do your statistics and find out. Let me give you an example. At a point in time, we are more dominant in the south and some part of the middle belt of Nigeria. In the core north, we are not existing. But I can boastfully say today, we have Obidient in all the 36 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. At the call of a button, you can call people from Zamfara. They will answer you. You can call people from Kebbi. They will answer you. You can call people from Yobe and Maiduguri. They are still there. If you call people from Kano State, my own state, there are people there who are core Northerners, who do not even believe in the Obidient movement ab initio, but now they are. So, of course, it's a game of belief. You lose some, and then you win some. But the most important thing now, we are widely spread across the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is a fact.
We see the likes of His Excellency Atiku Abubakar and other opposition figures making moves. Is the Obidient movement willing to collapse its structure into a mega party to defeat the APC, or is it about P2B or nothing else?
Collapse? No. Working together? Yes. Like I said earlier on, to mobilize is not for the Obidient movement alone. What is happening in Nigeria does not only affect the Obidient, it affects everybody. Even you that are sitting right in front of me, everybody is feeling the pinch and the pain. And so therefore, if you feel it, then you have to come together to take care of it and deal with the issue. So what we are calling is that let's work together. Bring your hoe, bring your tools, bring your seedlings. Let's go to the farm and build a new nation that can feed itself and take care of the people that are within it. These are some of the messages that Mr. Peter Obi is sending. He is not saying that he can do it alone. He has never said so. He's always interested in working together as a team. But of course, at the moment now, we all know the narrative. The narrative is that even though it's unconstitutional, this presidency is being ceded to the southern part of the country. It's ceded to the southern part of the country. And for the moment now, they've already served 2 to 3 years, and they have opportunity of serving for 8 years. So in that case, tilting it may sound as if probably you are denying the South of the opportunity of completing its term. And that was the reason why we are saying that, okay, this position is for the South. Let a Southerner complete the term and get this country on the right path. When it's time for the northern part, we can go there. Remember, I'm a destabilized Nigerian. Anywhere you can assess me, wherever my people are doing good, I give them support. If they are not doing, I say they are not doing. Where others are doing, I give it the kudos that they are doing. And that is the reason why I believe that a Peter Obi is the right peg in the right place, because I know he has that capacity to turn around the fortune of this country. And history has it at the moment now, it is the turn of the South. Let's mobilize for the South. Let them complete. It's part of unifying this country rather than disintegrating it.
For the sake of argument, if P2B does not get the ticket of ADC, what happens?
Of course, when it doesn't happen, like he said, he's not desperate to become the president of Nigeria. He makes his decision by himself, and he will make the decision when the time comes, if that happens.
For a lot of people who love him and those who also follow him silently, they are worried about almost, it looks as if they can't pin him down to any political party.
Yeah.
Labour Party, not visible. ADC, in and out. PDP win him. He has not made any commitments. Do you and those who follow him closely feel that way, that those who love him from outside are feeling?
Do you ever also take your time to do the reverse psychology of thinking? Why are they demanding for him? Because he's capable. Because he has the people. Because he believes in Nigeria. Because he's loved by Nigerians. And Nigerians want him. So therefore, if people believe in him this much, and they needed him in every of these places that you ask questions and you ask me, then that means that even if it's a bottle that Peter Obi decide to reside in, that bottle, everybody will go there and bust it.
All right. Electoral reforms.
Yes.
A lot of persons have been talking about the electoral reforms, that if we don't have electoral reforms, we might have a repeat of 2023. And the National Assembly don't seem to be in tune or being urgent about it. And you've also spoken about electoral reforms.
True.
What are the Obidient movements doing to ensure that they stop what happened in 2023?
Good. Areas in which we submit a document. We did an extensive document by a team of lawyers who are in the legal directorate or department of the Obidient movement, and we submit a document because we did not want to show as if we are the only one that owns the document. We made a collaboration with the Nigerian National Electoral Reform Committee, which had a big program in Abuja recently, and many of Nigerians who believe in it who also came and spoke at that particular, and including presidential candidate who spoke at that particular meeting, made it very clear. There are basic fundamental issues. You see, there's so much lacuna in the Electoral Act, deliberately so, and then which stalled the election in 2023, i.e., the issue of results being pronounced at real time, electronic transform of results, diaspora voting, and issues of, nomadic politicians who win election today and go to another political party and still hold that particular seat. It is treasonable. These are simple facts, and those are the things that have been inimical to the survival of our democracy. And so we kick against it. There's nothing wrong with you as a candidate if you run an election, win the election, and you want to decamp to another political party. You leave the seat. You leave the seat. In Ghana, it is not about within how many hours. They will call for an election on that particular seat. That is decency in democracy. Those are the areas that we want to improve. That way, you will maintain that particular democratic tendency to help improve the democratic situation. At the moment now, democracy is in danger in Nigeria. You can see what is happening around the country. Francophone countries is cool today, cool there, because the democracy that is expected is not yielding result for the interest of the people. And it's things like this that make people lose a lot of trust in it. I know quite a number of people who do not believe in voting anymore, but because of some of these issues. So that is why we make the electoral reform a very key issue of discussion. I want to appeal to the National Assembly. I'm sure most of them too are not happy. As we speak today, you can't believe that the 2023 budget has not been funded. 2024, if I'm not mistaken, has not been funded. So we are running a country without a budgetary support. You can confirm. We are running the country without budgetary support. So you will see it's going almost like a kind of, I don't want to use a particular word, but almost a kangaroo government. No rules and regulation. Anything goes. Even Mr. President just fiatly sent our armed forces out to Benin Republic, which I wish he could have done to take care of the banditry and all of the kidnapping that is happening within the country. These are things that he ought to have done. But they are running the country in such a way that democracy does not have a good footing in the country. And that is most disappointing. So at the moment, it is expected Nigerians should rise up to the occasion and make a good, strong challenge to save the country and save democracy in Nigeria.